Yep.
We're ready. We're recording.
Tina,
if you give me a little bit of a time frame, I've got some stroganoff up there for tea, and I've kept some before you go, so whenever you're ready. So.
Well, I think I'll probably have some now while I'm waiting.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because I've got it cooked. All I've got to do is take it off it's in the slow cooker, and you like a little bit of sort of salady stuff with it.
Oh, whatever.
I was going to cook noodles to go with it, but they don't take long.
Not too fast, really.
You're hungry?
Not overly, but
Yeah.
I'll eat something.
Yeah. So I normally do a few noodles. They take about 20 minutes,
Yeah.
but is that too long? No, I might do that. I have.
I tell you that
This is a really
this line in particular.
I think once I get
unique
into the,
way of doing a bag change with all this body painting on.
Unless
you're
you
an
see it,
international model
you
doing
won't
bag
appreciate
change.
what you
Yeah.
do.
Would you like to talk?
You couldn't.
Would you like to talk while no one else is?
I could talk.
Can we? Sorry,
were-
sorry, we're doing
you
some
were
video. And can we just have some?
Wait,
Can we just have some quiet while? Because Jeanette's going to talk
Please.
while she's doing
Yeah.
the bag change. We're recording here.
Yes, I'm doing some practice public speaking while I'm doing a photo shoot while I'm wearing a gazillion hats in one day, like I usually do every other day of the week. But yeah, no, I am doing a bag change to put on a smaller bag for my photo shoot, as well as the fact that today is my bag change anyway. So kill a few birds with one stone. I thought I'd do a quick demonstration well in the middle of a photo shoot, being an international model and wearing so many different hats, as well as being a doctor. Hey, why not? So, Facebook and the world and everyone else that's involved in this, you are going to see part of my genitals which exist temporarily at the moment on my stomach. Hopefully in a couple of months my Mr. Louis Vuitton will disappear and I'll lose my best friend. He has been my lifesaver. I have grown quite attached to him in some methods of this whole bizarre experience that I never wish to have ever again. But he did save my life, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful every day, but I want to be an inspiration to people to say that what I'm doing today marks something that I work towards, and this was a goal of mine to do with my perfect body, but now I don't have a perfect body. I've got scars of a condition that I was born with that I fought hard all my life to explain to people that it was never my fault, and it was never an eating disorder, and it was never this, and it was never that. So the people that used to bully me that see this, let me say two words to you, well, not one word in Italian, fangul, and go and look that up and see what that means. But yeah, no, seriously, you did hurt me during my life, which wasn't necessary. You didn't listen to what I had to say, but now it's my comeback, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be the person I am meant to be. Scars or no scars doesn't define me as a person, doesn't take my intelligence away from me. And the people that, you know, harass me every day and give me grief every day, put me down every day, you can all go to hell too. You know, I'm grateful that you were there, but you didn't have to be there in the way that you were, because you made me feel like complete crap, and I didn't need that. So anyway, back to what we're doing at the moment. We are doing a bag change, and sometimes it does bleed. It doesn't mean that I'm going to break open, and you know, it's just the edging around my stoma suffers a little bit of hypergranulation, and it gets burnt off a lot of the time. But anyway, as you can see, it was going to pop anyway. Around the barrier ring is where you can see where it's going to do a blowout anyway. So, camera, Louis camera, this is Louis Vuitton. He's my ship bag temporarily until I get reversed next year. Yeah, and he is behaving, which is good. You know, most of the times he doesn't behave, and he's very red raw at the moment because he's got a cut. Over the last month he has grown up in size. He's gotten fatter, which is a good sign. But it means that I've had to get new bags for him because I've got a cut somewhere. But anyway, he's behaving. It's good. Okay, so we are just making sure that we've got the old paste off because it does stick. With products, I highly recommend go Hollister with everything as much as you can. Wellum with the barrier products, do not go Coloplast. They are shocking. Reason, you'll be breaking out in leaks every day of the week. You'll be changing it a gazillion times a day. You don't want to be doing that. It is preference at the end of the day. It is trial and error, but I do find a lot of people complain about the Coloplast, and I'm one that does too. So I think Hollister really got it together with the design and what they use. So I've cleaned him up. I let him just dry up a bit. So I am in the Sunshine Coast today, so it is warm. But usually you do warm up your barrier rings so they do stick and make sure that you are dry. But one ultimate thing everyone should have in their kits, and I highly recommend this, get some Emla cream, which is also, there is another name for it, I've just lost it. Lignocaine is the name of it. And it's an anesthetic, and I put it around all the sore spots, and it just numbs it. And you don't get any stinging. It's awesome. Great stuff. Just pop some of that on and you'll find that all your pain, if you do suffer any pain, will go away in like a heartbeat. You just put that on, let it kind of breathe a bit. I usually just get another little towel just to make sure that I can clean it up, and it is usually very clean.
John, just with the tissue, just give it.
Oh, let me move all tissues. Clean the stain. Yes, it's a job that you'll get used to doing. Now, beforehand, I usually prep my bag. I do have a smaller bag for this shoot. I was going to put on a smaller one with no output, but because I am drinking quite a lot, being in a hot place, I'm not going to put one that's a non-drainable bag. So anyway, you do take off the back seal. I recommend highly the Stoma paste to put on the bags. Because sometimes they do get very heavy, they do pull away from the skin, so the paste just really keeps it nicely attached to the skin, which is what you want. So, well, we're looking very smart here. With the barrier ring, you just stretch it out. These, you got to be very careful with, because mine's kind of grown up in size and it's got a bit of cuts. You got to really make sure that you get it over and around and not too stretched. So it does stick, and that's pretty good. That's probably one of the best ones I've ever done. I don't usually do this standing up as well. I usually do this laying down because it stops the stoma from being active. But today, because we're doing a demonstration, and I do happen to be body painted, can't say, but improvise. Anyway, so that all is done, and now we're up to the last bit, which is putting Mr. Bag on. And that is how you change a stoma bag. Voila. Nicely done. And sometimes your little bags come with a little preview area, so you can see that Mr. Stomy is now departing out that way. And it traps inside the bag, and then you have a little drainable area downstairs. So yeah, and I got him a little bit dirty, but I can clean it up. So yeah, we are done with our demonstration through a photo shoot being an international model. So You don't get to see this kind of thing every day on YouTube, do you? Okay, so yeah, this bag will be painted over, but what we are going to do is a little trick to make it a little bit smaller, which is just hide it up in there. We'll get some tape and we'll just stick the tape up here, and then Bob's your uncle, and we are ready to go.